Good day, CTU Acers. My due respect to the CTU-AC key officials, ably led by Dr. Teresita Cleopolda B. Sarile, our acting campus director. My fellow deans and program chairpersons who are main conveners for this semester's recognition program dubbed as CTU-AC Champions Trail in the University Academic Convocation for first semester of academic year 2020-2021. Thank you for organizing activities which can motivate CTU Acers to soar higher. To the core faculty members of this college, you have been instrumental to what these academic champions have become. Thank you for your patience and brilliance despite the challenges faced and encountered. To all CTU Acers dubbed as academic champions, and to their proud parents and benefactors, once again, good day. I will start with an anecdote. You might have already heard it, yet it's worth going over once again. The Japanese have always loved fresh fish, but the waters close to Japan have not held many fish for decades. So to feed Japanese population, fishing boats got bigger and went further than ever. The further the fishermen went, the longer it took to bring in the fish. If the return trip took more than a few days, the fish were not fresh. The Japanese did not like the taste. To solve this problem, fishing companies installed freezers on their boats. They would catch the fish and freeze them at sea. Freezers allowed the boats to go further and stay longer. However, the Japanese could taste the difference between fresh and frozen, and they did not like frozen fish. The frozen fish brought a lower price. So the fishing companies installed fish tanks. They would catch the fish and stuff them in the tanks, fin to fin. After a little thrashing around, the fish stopped moving. They were tired and dull, but alive. Unfortunately, the Japanese could still taste the difference. Because the fish didn't move for days, they lost their fresh fish. They lost their fresh fish taste. The Japanese preferred the lively taste of fresh fish, not sluggish fish. So how did the Japanese fishing companies solve this problem? How do they get fresh tasting fish to Japan? To keep the fish tasting fresh, the Japanese fishing companies still put the fish in the tanks. But now they add a small shark to each tank. The shark eats a few fish, but most of the fish arrive in a very lively state. The fish are challenged. As soon as you reach your goals, such as finding a wonderful mate, starting a successful career, paying off your debts or whatever, or finishing college with Latin honors, you might lose your passion. You do not need to work so hard, so you relax. Like the Japanese fish problem, the best solution is simple. It was observed by L. Ron Hubbard in the early 1950s. Man thrives, oddly enough, only in the presence of a challenging environment. Challenges, my dear academic champions, are an important part of life and have many benefits. Challenges during college years prepare you students for the adult world. One fosters a belief that obstacles are a normal part of life and that one can manage them and come through them, often being better for having had the experience. Hard times stimulates growth in a way that good times don't. Facing challenges and navigating one's way through them builds resilience capacity, especially in your academic endeavor in these trying times when we are facing a global health crisis because of the spread of the COVID-19 around the globe. Knowing that one can overcome obstacles, learn from obstacles and struggles, and benefit from mistakes lays a solid foundation for a success in later life. The presence of challenges in one's life often requires working with others or at least drawing support from others to come through them. This is a good thing. As John Donne said, we are not islands unto ourselves. We live in communities and we flourish best not as isolated individuals, but as people embedded in supportive communities. Facing challenges forces us in a helpful way to work with others. Think with you that you are not the most challenged persons in the whole universe. There are others who have more challenges than or that they face. When challenges are faced and conquered, there is a wonderful sense of accomplishment. It is often the substance of great memories and the motivation for rich storytelling. In contrast, a smooth experience devoid of challenges runs the risks of becoming routine, predictable, and entirely forgettable. Challenges are then what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. The more intelligent, persistent, and competent you are, academic champions, the more you enjoy a good problem. If your challenges are the correct size and if you are steadily conquering those challenges, you are happy. You think of your challenges and get energized. You are excited to try new solutions. You have fun. You are alive. If you want to make the most of your life, print these two words in the script of your approach to life. Challenge yourself. You will never fulfill even a fraction of your potential by sticking to the safe and comfortable. Why? Because the safe and comfortable never forces you to rise the occasion. It never offers the resistance that strengthens muscles you didn't know you had. Challenges make you more responsible. Always remember that life without struggle is a life without success. Don't give up and learn not to quit. Don't need to make your entire trail a challenge, though sometimes that is necessary part of advancing to the next level. But at the very least, try to always have something going that stretches you, something that makes you wonder if you're truly going to be able to do it. Maybe that's a project you initiate at work, in your studies, or in your day-to-day activities. Maybe it's acquiring a new skill and applying it in your activities as students, as academic champions, as facilitators, as helpers for those who are academically challenged. Or it could be something outside of the academic environment, like climbing a mountain or running a marathon. Whatever it is, it should give you a chance to engross in a way that the safe and contented doesn't. Sometimes you've got to give yourself what you wish someone else would give you. Set relevant goals, students. Have you thought about what you want to be doing in 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years' time? Are you clear about what your main objective in your studies at the moment after you graduate? Do you know what you want to have achieved by the end of the day? If you want to succeed, you need to set goals. Without goals, you lack focus and direction. Goal setting not only allows you to take control of your life's direction, it also provides you a benchmark for determining whether you are actually succeeding. Think about it. Having $1 million in the bank is only a proof of success if one of your goals is to amass riches. If your goal is to practice acts of charity, then keeping the money for yourself is suddenly contrary to how you would define success. To accomplish your goals, however, you need to know how to set them. You can't simply say, I want and I expect this to happen. Goal setting is a process that starts with careful consideration of what you want to achieve and ends with a lot of hard work to actually do it. In between, there are some very well-defined steps that transcend the specifics of each goal. Knowing these steps will allow you to formulate goals that you can accomplish. If you want something in your life you've never had, you will have to do something you have never done. Instead of avoiding challenges, jump to them, beat the heck out of them, enjoy the game. If your challenges are too large or too numerous, do not give up. Failing makes you tired. Instead, reorganize, redirect, find more determination, more knowledge, more help. You are what you think. Don't create success and lie in it. You have resources, you have skills and abilities as academic champions to make a difference. As academic champions, challenges are your building blocks. Continue to be lovers of challenges because life outside the formal school structure, which is the university of life, is a series of tests. Challenges are out there. How can you beat trailblazers, competence, and excellence? Put a shark in your tank and see how far you can really go. Thank you and congratulations to our core faculty members of the Cebu Technological University, our academic champions for first semester of academic year 2020-2021, and our proud parents, benefactors, and stakeholders. Thank you, and once again, good day.